Hi YouTube! Check this out. Wow. This I'm at tomorrow. Look at see the way it moves. I'm going over to Scott's tomorrow. I'm going to take this over. There's a wee what's in the bag. So this might be before or after or something. At a different time. So this is recorded before I take it over to Scott. But we did a thing, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and it was like the old imaginary, got 500 quid to buy a guitar, like online, a new guitar, and was it 500 quid for a guitar and an amp? I can't remember exactly what the thing was, but basically I think we both kind of chose this one. I think, to be fair, we both chose the green version, but that's because we saw it one time months ago in town, and it was like it stuck out like a sore thumb in the guitar. I was like, look at that one, whoa! And the pink one, it looks pretty good in photos, but it looks amazing up close. It's got a certain element of my purple Vantage has the thing where it's almost like, I think the reason I like that guitar so much is because it's of the colour. For me, this solves all the problems with an Ibanez RG. As in, I always feel they're a bit, I say this all the time, I'm forever slagging off Scott's Team J-Craft Prestige RG. Fantastic guitar. Satin black. And there's so many ways, you keep seeing it, like even Steve Vai's ones, he cuts holes in it and puts all the graphics on it to try and make it not so clinical. And basically what you want to do is you want to cover it colour and glitter purple, and that just sorts it all out. I really like Scott's neon one as well. But this really does it. It's one of those colours that you can't really quite nail down. It's not really pink. I don't know how well it's shown up. If I put this up closer, can you see just how sparkly it is? This will be a small flake sparkle. But I mean, I'd really love to be able to do paint jobs like that. Fantastic. Yeah. Also, just go by what it looks. It's also a nice guitar. So it's an RG421MSP, a member of the Scottish Parliament, no less. Yes. So it's an RG, kind of Indonesian, I would imagine, is it? Did you even say Indonesia? One RG. No, it doesn't say IC at the start, so I don't know whether it's cort or not. But yeah, it's really nice. Already, to be honest, I just basically tuned it, and I don't even need to play it. I'll have that. It's superb. So we've got a maple fingerboard. I don't think this is a wizard neck. I'm not looking. Look up the specs of these things online, obviously. Anyway, this is still a current model, I think. I wouldn't have said it was a wizard neck. It's not. It doesn't have those square shoulders and the sort of flatness. So it's a bit more. Well, maybe it is a wee bit kind of up here. It's an Ibanez neck. It's a shredder neck. Obviously, look at the guitar. So we just get standard tuners. Don't even know what they are. They're fine. They're good. I used them. One of the strings must have been bashed in the bag. Yeah. This is the Cosmo black hardware, isn't it? Where it's not black and it's not chrome. It's somewhere in the middle. Hard tail. Through strung. I actually saw someone on one of the Ibanez Facebook pages, and they were sending back their RG because they could never seen such low quality control. Look at how that's not in line, and it's like maybe like that. There's a reason for it. I don't know, something to do with string tension or something, but it's not an accident that one that the Fat E isn't in line. It's meant to be like that. So we've got the AANJ all access neck joint, 24 frets, pickups. Don't know what they are. They're white. White, kind of maybe one of the things that makes this work. I hadn't really thought of that, but I think it's the white Les Paul knobs, the white 5-way switch, which I assume is the RG switch I like, which gives you humbucker, the neck pickup wired in parallel, which gives you a sort of hum cancelling single coil sound. Inner or outer coils, which we'll find out by tapping it with a screwdriver, and both humbuckers, inner or outer coils, both split, and bridge humbucker, and quite a basic guitar, I suppose. It's like kind of, what else do you need? Obviously, you can get probably not this model with the Floyd Rose. It's got the binding, which this coil lead is just not the best for this. You see the binding's actually pearl. Nah, it's never shown up. But it's kind of like pearly, mother of toilet seat, which you can't really see it, so it's fine. I would probably rather it was just white. When that's the main gripe. But I mean, doesn't it just look fantastic? I kind of want this, to be honest. And he brought it to me because it was broken. The guy, it was brand new. I think it's really, is the year really obvious? 21, so it's last year's. So brand new for me anyway. Or what I would term as brand new. Some interesting details. It's so precise. No, it's got the truss rod cover you can open without having to unscrew any screws, which it's not something I would really need, but I mean, why not? Might as well. I can't imagine it can only cost an extra 10 pence to put that on rather than just a plastic thing with 3 screws, and it's a better idea. So that, yeah, they should just do it. This is actually, it's not. Well, the one I had was knackered and it was probably 10-15 years old. I had an RG421MSP-PK, which was that horrible satin black, so I sanded it and I didn't like it sanded because it was mahogany body, so it kind of didn't really work. And then I tried painting it neon, and then I eventually put more pickups in it. I should have kept it, but it was in such poor condition that I didn't. Or not poor condition, just kind of. It didn't look like this one, basically. So I'll get around to it. Ian, the owner, says he doesn't like the sound of this amp, so I'm going back to my wee Laney, which actually, now it's been on for 5 minutes, has actually sounded pretty good. The only issue with it is you can't hear it just now. It's not exactly noisy, but it's not completely silent when it's just sitting there. Probably just needs some working. Yeah, so I said it wasn't working at 2 volume controls. I was like, 2 volume controls? I plugged in. It did appear to have 2 volume controls. Yes, that right. They must have made a mistake in the factory. They're not going to make a mistake. You can't accidentally put in 2 volume controls. That's silly, because it needs like a different pot, and it needs like it's wired in differently, and it's like, this isn't. It can't be right. That must have been a mistake. No, so I took it. When he was still here, I need to see in the back to see if it's got like a cap on it or something, because it's not a mistake I could get. And basically what had happened was the cap for the tone control, the way it was soldered on, had kind of bent over and was touching the central terminal on the pot, which was basically making it act like a volume control. So and all I really had to do was just kind of bend the cap a wee bit. And I was like, oh shit, because that means I don't get to play the guitar. And he's like, I'll leave you the guitar so you can do a video anyway. Cheers. It's practically my eyes just popped open since I saw it. Yeah, so here's the guitar that would have been my choice for buying a new guitar. So that's what's in the 2 coil things. So if I inner coils, it is. We're using both of these coils split into single coils. Which I'd tend to call Telecaster sound, or Telecaster electrical wiring schematic theoretical sound. Doesn't really sound like Telecaster. Totally gonna put a wee jamming in this. I forgot to put drums on. Well, it's not getting any. drone control now works. Go for the other position 4. Scarf joint. Humbucker in the neck. Women tone. Which I think was wrongly named. Women tone should obviously be single coil in the bridge, maximum treble. Get your feet off the bed. Joyo British Dream pedal. Rat pedal. Yeah, I didn't have that set up quite right. Maybe excuses coming in. Maybe I had it set up for the solid state amp. I wasn't really impressed when it went to the neck there. Now it sounds good with the rat pedal. Whoop. That's women tuning. I wonder how my pal's going to get on with this. I wonder if this is maybe be coming up for sale if he doesn't get on with it. Yeah, I don't think he'd like it. It's pink, you know what I mean? No, it's like, it's stunning. There's elements of this actually. This is going to be an interesting video over at Scott's tomorrow. He doesn't know. I just said, oh, I've got a guitar. I'm going to show you. You know, is that, oh, what is it? No, not telling you. Just because it was the one we picked off the internet. He's obviously got the Team J-Craft RG1500, something like that. You know, so thousands of pounds worth. It's basically, it's HSH and it's got Floyd Rose. And apart from that, it's still an RG. And then the other one he just got recently, it's an RG 700, 800, something like that. So it's like halfway between this one and the Prestige one. I think, no, is it a Prestige? I think it's a Japanese one actually. So I think it's maybe higher than that. It's neon, orangey, pinky, fluorescent orange or something like that. And it's got a HH, but it's got a hot rail in the neck, a humbucker on the bridge, and it's also got a Floyd Rose. I don't think it's the same model of Floyd Rose. I think it's an Edge it's got. And then this one, which is, I suppose, more basic, although it does have binding, which the other two don't have. Tone plastic. You want to get all the much tone plastic in it as you can. But it's just so simple, and it's like, what's not to like. This doesn't. Somehow, I always say that I like the reason I like my Roadster. One of the reasons I like my Roadster so much is because it's kind of got the look thing, which I think they kind of lost a little bit, but it's kind of back with this one, isn't it? I think a lot of it's just the colour. I think if this was satin black, it wouldn't be the same as it is. As it is when it's a little bit more. That's somewhere between this and a Strat. Well, it's got a Floyd Rose on it. But I think the hardtail thing, it's an awful lot. Maybe it's just because I'm more relaxed with it, because I'm not sitting there going, even if it's a really good Floyd Rose, I know you can get a Floyd Rose. I've got Floyd Roses that stay in tune. I kind of trust that one. You know, that's fine. It's still, because you've got that, it's got that thing. I should really be going, you know, it's like, and I'm not really very good at doing that. I need to practice more. Whereas just a hardtail, it's like, I don't have to worry about it. It's not there. Also, I think it does something for the string tension. It makes it a little bit more immediate feeling. But I think even like a good Floyd Rose, even when you bend a string, it does pull the bridge up a little bit. Not an awful lot, but it means you're doing a sort of. There's a wee bit of a technique involved in sort of over, and then you kind of bend that note as well to compensate for the fact that the bridge has gone a little bit flat. I mean, it does it quite badly. I've had some guitars which done it really badly on really expensive Floyd Roses. It doesn't do it very much, but it's just perceptible that it still does it a bit. I suppose technically you could argue that when you bend the string up, the whole neck bends, which I bet you it does on an oscilloscope or under a laser micrometer, but I can't hear that good. Do a riff on that. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna end up looking for one of these. I've always kind of fancied an RG, sort of. The one I had wasn't the right one. I think I just am that shallow that the colour does it for me. Is it as nice a colour? Is it as nice a purple as my Vantage? Kind of good. I always get the maybe it's the thing with headstock as well. So definitely a pinkier one. The Vantage is bluer. It's just the super mega sparkle thing. They keep seeing it. See, when you're looking down at an angle, it's like it's got a bit of a 2001 moment here. It's like, oh my god, it's full of stars. Yeah. And the maple neck, which I like. It's obviously not a 3-piece neck. In fact, oh, there you go. Actually, it's not a laminate neck. I was under the impression that most of them were. It's not. So it's when I say it's a 1-piece, it's 1 piece and then a scarf joint maple neck and then a separate fingerboard. It's in I'm kind of feeling a wee bit like I'm maybe dirtying a little bit, playing it maybe more than it's ever really been played. It feels brand new. And it's totally set up perfectly, which I think it's kind of probably going to be if you buy an Ibanez new. It will have been set up by a Japanese person who are much more. I've been racist again. I think are much more precise than we are. That's why if you listen to baby metal music, it's like you know what they're doing. it's mental. It's like goes. They've got like an extra measurement below millimeters that they use. I think so. 1/10 of a millimeter maybe. I think even the pickups sound good. They're just not the stock ones. They're maybe a little bit bright, but just use the rat pedal there. Wonderful. Yeah, okay. Second criticism, what was my first criticism? I can't remember what it was. Okay, I would rather that was just white tone plastic and not mother of tone pearl plastic. You can't really see it though. The other thing, I would also see these knobs. Perfect in look, but I want the... What's got them? This has them. That doesn't have them. This has them. See the... Basically exactly the same, but see how these have got notches on them? The ones with notches on them. I would possibly do that mod. I'm not sure what I would do. Pickups, I don't think I would change them. I think they're fine. They're great. I bet Scott hates them. I bet you like that FGN one. Too bright, but... That's what I want. Maybe actually be a bit difficult to get pickups for this. You would pretty much have to buy them new, because you don't get very many compared to chrome or black humbuckers. No problem finding them. White ones, not that easy. I'm obviously standing in front of that one, which has got cream pickups in it, but apart from that one, white pickups, you're probably going to have to buy them new, like DiMarzios or something like that, because you can't put any other colour than white, otherwise it's not going to look as good as it does. All for it. I think what I'm going to do just immediately after this video is get my... I'm going to put 2 strings on the Roadster. I think these ones are a bit knackered. I'm going to play it. Because this is feeling awful good. Kind of make me try and do things that I don't normally try and do. Some of that's probably what do you call it? A bit of, what is it, placebo, or I kind of already decided that. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I kind of decided when I saw it in the shop, to be honest. It wasn't the pink one, it was a green one. I'm not sure. It might be nicer than the green one. I think it's nicer than the green one. The green one does have a bit of a colour flip going on, because it's sort of green and sort of yellow, whereas this is sort of pink, sort of purple, I suppose. I don't know. If I can't get this off Ian, I'll maybe have a look at the green one, just so it's not the same one. It's just like... It's awfully good. So if you'd actually listen to us, me and Scott, and instead of buying like a, I don't know, a Square Classic Vibe, something like that, you bought this, and I can't remember what amp was the amp. Was it the Blackstar ID Core? I can't remember. You'd be absolutely rocking. You're having a great time. I mean, I would gig this with a wee Laney and the cabinet as well. Kind of cheating a little bit. That's something I didn't for some reason didn't seem to work so well when I was using this. I'm quite enjoying it. I tried sticking it through by 3x12 and I didn't really find any different. I kind of like the sound of the speaker. That's got its own thing. I think maybe using the cabinet, I think quite a big chunk of the sound of this amp is it's got a belter of a massive speaker in it, and it weighs about 3/4 of a ton because it's made a solid whatever the wood is, which I think it makes a difference what it's made out of. You know, it's like rather than it's like, is it how thick's the plywood? You know, things like, I mean, I noticed that with see the big Marshall bass amp, of which only half of it's here now, the other half's through next door. The cabinets on it are flipping massive, and I think that's partly to do with why that amp sounds the way it does. I mean, it does when you've got the full cabinet up. I've taken it in the studio and I played a gig with it. It is like the best sounding amp I've ever heard, like bass amp. There's so much. It's kind of like it's got another dimension to it. Somewhere there's something in it. It's like you're getting like an extra. It basically goes to 11. Is what I'm trying to say. And I think part of that's to do with the fact that the design of the amp and it's 400 watt and all that nonsense. But I think the oversized cabinets and the way a ton and the wood they're made of is like plywood. It's like 2 inch thick, 2.5, 3, something stupid anyway. And I think it does make a difference. I've tried making cabinets before, and it's like, yeah, well, it's not just a case of getting a box and sticking speakers in it, or getting a box and sticking expensive speakers in it. It's not. That's not. I think a really, really good cabinet with more maybe budget 8 speakers in it could quite easily sound better than a pretty shittily built cabinet with whatever vintage Celestians or whatever the youngsters are liking these days. What am I using again? I can't remember. It's good ones. Celestian greenbacks. 50 watt greenbacks from the early 80s. The made in Ipswich ones. 3 of them at crazy angles. Yeah, which only helps. Yeah, I'm going to stop playing this. I really like it. Bastard. Yeah, so I'm quite enjoying playing through that amp as well, to be honest. I might try switching back a wee bit. Yeah, so Ibanez RG4 something, 4 series, 421. What was the one I had actually? 321. Yeah, so it's one bit. It's 100 better. But it's. I mean, when I'm getting to the point of, what do you not like about it? It's like, well, I would rather it was, even if you hold it at a certain light, you can see it's mother of pearl. I'd probably rather it was just white. But maybe I'll grow to like that. And I would rather have notches on the knobs. It's like that. Yeah. What else would you like? It came with a cheeseburger, maybe? I don't know. It's like, it came with a free bottle of Bucky. I'd like it at that, but I'd maybe like it more. But look at it, man. Yeah, see, I don't really like Ian that much. I could just ding him when he phones up to come and get his guitars back. I'll just pretend, I'll just unfriend him, and if he comes to the door, I'll just hide. And then I think after 6 months or something, he'll probably just get bored, keep taking a detour round and knocking the door when I'm not there. Yeah. Is it worth it? Nah, he seems like a nice guy. Found a flaw? Yes! You're totally not seeing it. See it right there? You can just see it. There's a wee black bit there, where there's a couple of bits where it's the spark, there's only one sparkle deep. So it's a little bit darker. That's the only bit I can find, but yeah. You'd have to be a total arsehole to even notice that and point it out. Rocking, cool, catch you later.